Hello, classmates. It's Trey again. This week's assignment asks us to select two classmates and to evaluate their memorable story speech from the previous week. This week, I've selected to evaluate Craig and his story about his trip to Lambeau Field and to watch the Packers play, and also Ashley's story about her sister's wedding. Beginning with Craig's story. I really enjoyed your story, Craig. You did a good job of describing the weather and other situations that surrounded the weather throughout your story. He also did a very good job overall of getting his story out there. There's only a few things that I feel that he could improve upon, which I'm at fault for doing the same exact thing, so I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Try to keep the focus on one thing at a time in the story. Sometimes I think you tend to drift off a bit and begin talking about something else. I also feel as though your ideas could have been a little better organized, but again, you got your story out and I liked it. The only other thing that I felt you could work on is using hand gestures during your story to punctuate your words. It might help to draw the audience in. Now on Ashley's story regarding her sister's wedding. I once again enjoyed this story and thought she did a great job of describing her and her family's feelings throughout her story. I like the way that she described in her own personal feelings about being at her sister's wedding. You can tell that she's got a very close relationship with her sister. I believed it helped us, the audience, feel what she was feeling in that moment, which helped us draw the audience in. I also felt that Ashley's story was great. Our assignment asked to remark on our peers' speech. One of the things that I felt Ashley could improve upon would be the continuity, which you can see I have a problem with. I believe that sometimes in the story, she paused and tried to compile her thoughts, maybe try to slow down a bit, which is another thing I need to work on. Again, as with Craig's story, I believe that Ashley would have a better chance of drawing in her audience if she would have used hand gestures to punctuate a word or a statement that she was making. One last thing about Ashley's speech that I feel she could try to improve upon is varying her vocal tone. This would also draw her audience's attention and I feel make for a better story. Once again, I myself am guilty of all of these things when I speak. So some of the things that I might need to work on are the same exact thing. I need to punctuate words with gestures. I need to use my hands more. I need to vary my vocal pace. Another big thing I need to do is master my metaphors. I have a hard time getting words to compile correctly. I need to start strong and close strong. Other than that, that was my evaluation of my two peers' speeches. Again, I like the speeches very much, and there are some things that they need to work on as well as I. And thank you for listening.